Raider Nation, listen up. What's going down in Vegas right now is straight up wild. One of our defensive anchors just signed a monster deal and still gave up serious money to help keep this squad competitive. Meanwhile, the most consistent wideout on the roster is drawing interest from other teams and might walk for free at the end of the season. And check this out. A Super Bowl champ might be on his way to help lock down our secondary. Is a new leadership really steering this team in the right direction? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell, because this news could flip the script on our entire season. Stick with me till the end, because this talk today is for the real ones who bleed silver and black. Let's roll, because once a Raider, always a Raider. Let's kick things off with the man himself, Maxx Crosby. When you talk about grit, intensity, and Raider identity, his name comes up instantly. Since day one in the silver and black, he's proven he was built for this. At 27 years old with 59.5 sacks in 6 seasons, Crosby isn't just a leader, he's the heartbeat of the defense. No surprise the new front office, with Pete Carroll and John Spytek in charge, wasted no time locking him down with a monster contract extension. 3 years, $106.5 million. $62.5 million guaranteed on signing. $91.5 million fully guaranteed overall. And here's the crazy part. This deal was structured to help the team. That's right. According to ESPN's Dan Graziano, Crosby could have asked for even more. He's one of the top 3 at his position across the entire league. But instead, he chose to help the Raiders stay flexible under the cap. In 2025, he's set to earn $32.5 million guaranteed, up from the $23 million in his previous deal. In 2026, it jumps to $30 million from the original $19 million. The average per year on this new extension, $35.5 million, just behind Myles Garrett and Danielle Hunter. That's a massive paycheck, sure, but every penny's earned when you lead the charge, set the tone, and embody the soul of this fan base. And now that he's fully healthy after a rough, injury-hampered year, Maxx Crosby is the centerpiece of our 2025 dreams. On the offensive side, we've got another key figure, Jakobi Meyers. Coming off the best season of his career, he finally crossed the 1,000-yard mark, a huge milestone that speaks to his growth and consistency. Since leaving New England, Meyers has been that steady presence on and off the field. And here's something wild. He didn't drop a single pass in 2024. Not one. That kind of reliability made him the natural leader of our young wide receiver room. And now, with a veteran QB like Geno Smith in town, the chemistry between those two could really spark something. Geno's known for spreading the ball around and hitting those short and mid-range throws with accuracy. Exactly the kind of rhythm Meyers thrives in. But here's where things get tricky. His contract ends after the 2025 season. And if the Raiders don't move fast, they could lose him for nothing in free agency. Hondo Carpenter from the Las Vegas Raiders Insider podcast reports that teams have been calling about Meyers for 2 years now. That means if the Raiders don't get a deal done soon, they'll be forced to use the franchise tag. Or worse, watch him walk away. And let's be real, a guy who doesn't drop passes, leads the receiver room, and delivers on game day, that's someone you don't let slip through your fingers. So if you're into this kind of exclusive breakdown, hit that like and subscribe, because there's more coming your way. And yeah, there's more heat on the horizon. Because on the defensive side, especially in the secondary, there's still a big hole to fill. The cornerback room is packed with potential, but it lacks that proven veteran presence. That's where things get interesting. CBS Sports' Cody Benjamin reports that the Raiders have their eyes on Jamal Dean from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Dean's a 6-year vet, Super Bowl winner, and just recently signed a hefty deal. But he's now rumored to be a cap casualty, with a $15 million hit looming in 2025. Here's the twist. Our GM John Spytek was the Bucs scouting director when Dean was drafted back in 2019. That connection could open the door for a quick and smart move. The Raiders have over $30 million in cap space, and Pete Carroll's still hunting for solid pieces to fit his defensive system. Bringing in Dean would instantly upgrade the perimeter and give the young corner someone to learn from. Of course, Tampa might hold on to him, especially with the NFC South up for grabs. But if the Raiders really want to take a leap defensively, now's the time to act. Still, the staff is keeping faith in their own guys. Defensive coordinator Patrick Graham's been hyping up Jacorian Bennett, who's working his way back from injury and showing signs of real growth. Graham believes that with more snaps and experience, Bennett could lock down a starting role. But until then, can he really carry the load on his own? Crazy how much is going on, right, Raider Nation? Max Crosby locked in with a mega extension, but still helping the team with the cap. Jacoby Myers at the peak of his game, but with an uncertain future, and a real shot at bringing in an experienced playmaker to stabilize the defense. It's all happening, and it proves the new front office isn't standing still. But there are still some huge decisions on the table. So the big question is, do you think this front office is taking us in the right direction? What shocked you the most? Crosby's new deal, the risk of losing Myers, or the possibility of Dean joining the squad? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you think. And don't forget, if you haven't already, smash that like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single update. This season's going to be wild. And right here, it's full throttle coverage, no fluff. Let's ride, Raiders.